In today's world, it's so common to hear people bragging about how tolerant and open-minded they are. On this channel, I often comment on the people who claim to defend women, but only if they align with certain ideas. For example, if a woman decides to have kids and obey a great husband, she's considered mad or ill. Many modern women, and men too, cannot stand opinions different from theirs. Thus, the logical question is, where is their tolerance? In a word, nowhere. Andrew Tate has been an excellent fighter against modern tyranny and a representative of the people with common sense. Although today's topic is more focused on the last interview he had with Piers Morgan, let's see Tate's view on real diversity. In an interview by Rob Moore, Tate explains so elegantly what diversity means to the NPCs of the Matrix and why they're absolutely wrong. Regular people have come to believe that diversity simply means people of different nationalities, colors, races, and genders who think the same way. Tate debunked this idea because if there's no diversity of ideas, then all this ethnic or gender variety doesn't represent any diversity. Stay tuned because in this video I will show you how Tate dropped some knowledge bombs in this interview, and most importantly, how you can use them to your advantage as a man. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Han Rahan. He says, "Society tries to remove accountability for women, but nature says otherwise. Praise the Lord." Well said, Han Rahan. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual guys, I will pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be your next winner. Now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. Andrew Tate became the most Googled man on the planet recently, and since he has many controversial views and doesn't submit to the dominant narratives, he was brutally censored overnight. Meta, YouTube, Twitter, and other platforms and corporations, including banks, simply deleted him. However, this censorship has made him stronger, and many people, especially young men, are benefiting from Tate's courage and boldness. We've witnessed social media exercising unlimited powers for censoring anyone who goes against the status quo. Well, in reality, if you are not influential or sufficiently well connected, for example a regular worker, chances are you must be careful with what you say not to get fired. There is some sort of relativism to free speech. No matter whether you work in the public or private sector, your company will often lean towards the current thing and align with the mainstream interests. I won't go deeper because recent times have just proven just that. Take a look around and see it for yourself. Now, let's check out what Tate said in this 9-minute long interview. Firstly, Piers Morgan asked him about his thoughts on Elon Musk buying Twitter and restoring free speech. Also, he wondered whether that would mean that Tate could be allowed on the platform. Tate answered he didn't really care about him being allowed or not, but thinks that free speech is the #1 weapon against tyranny. He further recognized that limitless free speech is counterproductive because it would make conversations asinine. These 2 points summarize vital ideas that, if everyone understood, the world would be a much better place. I'm not trying to sound cheesy and say I want to save the world, but my channel is dedicated to young men who aim to navigate modern society despite how badly men are treated, which is, by the way, another point Andrew Tate often mentions. Then, he touches on the idea of changing the guard when it comes to the control over information. And this is another gem in the interview. By the way, I've left the link to the interview in the description so you can check it out after watching this video for yourself. In previous videos, I mentioned how much the Me Too movement has affected the relations between men and women, how it has caused many men to avoid all contact with women and embrace the MGTOW philosophy. This idea of controlling the information is what many governments and social media companies strongly desire. Although many people watch TV, it's losing its audience. Young people are just more used to other devices like their phones, so they're more exposed to social media. The global elites realize that, and since many regular people have indeed contradicted many government-sponsored narratives, they have invested billions in social media companies to control them and shape the world in real time, as Tate points out. Back in 2018, Mark Zuckerberg testified on Capitol Hill to discuss with some senators about Facebook's influence. The transcript of the hearing is also in the description in case you want to check it out also. The thing is that Facebook was censoring right-wing leaning ideas, but allowed many left-wing leaning users to voice their opinions freely. Senator Cruz wanted to know if Zuckerberg was aware of Facebook influencing political opinions. Here's what Zuckerberg responded. Senator, let me say a few things about this. First, I understand where that concern is coming from, because Facebook in the tech industry are located in Silicon Valley, which is an extremely left-leaning place, and this is actually a concern that I have and that I try to root out in the company, is making sure that we do not have any bias in the work that we do, and I think it is a fair concern that people would at least wonder about. Now, let me translate. He just does what makes him money. Period. He's completely aware that his and other tech companies are censoring ideas the elites don't like. That's why Andrew Tate has been brutally censored. Zuckerberg himself admitted they're left-leaning in Silicon Valley, which means that modern movements like Me Too, liberalism, cancel culture, and more are promoted. As a result, men have to face powerful institutions and companies that don't have men's best interest at heart. This is, by the way, an idea Andrew Tate has touched on multiple times. He's absolutely right. Censorship and biased views have gone too far, and now that an influential person has woken up many people to this reality, the world rulers have cancelled him. In the interview, Tate mentions another two important points that reveal how tyranny has always functioned in this world. Firstly, he mentions that people who do the censorship are never the good guys. In fact, this is quite obvious, yet many don't seem to get it. Let's put an example. If a woman is so confident about her lifestyle and talks about liberation, why does she blame women who make a different choice? That goes completely against the freedom many modern women claim. As I always say, men who fully understand the MGTOW philosophy do not try to change the world or impose their ideas on anyone, as opposed to modern women who lobby and want more privileges in the name of reparation. They just live their lives without having relationships with potential partners. Many men have come to the conclusion that staying single is the best choice, in most cases after false accusations or dealing with unstable women. Tate further recalls that censors weaponize virtue, such as democracy, the greater good, and freedom in the name of tyranny. Also, he points out that silencing one side of an argument is evil no matter the topic at hand, and I couldn't agree more, and contrary to popular belief, MGTOW doesn't want to silence any woman, but most modern women do want to silence MGTOW and men who voice what they had to go through. Lastly, Tate mentions the reality of social media companies, which are nothing but large conglomerates with too much stuff doing nothing. In fact, he is pointing out the fact that, again, social media companies' employees are most inefficient and must get fired, just like Elon Musk has done recently. All in all, it's evident that social media platforms are way too influential to the degree they're lobbies and mind-changing tools. The perception many people have of the world is wicked because on social media, diversity is not that widespread, but rather only the ideas that benefit dark agendas, including the war against men, are promoted. Anyway, as always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Do you agree with Tate? And what do you think of this slightly different video format? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, comment and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.